Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Diamonds and Doxies. My name is Leeann, and I'm going to bore you because we're going to be working on the same kit that I have been for a while, and it's Poppies and Flowers. I started it on August the 2nd. It's round, 19 by 17 inches or 47.9 centimeters by 42.6 centimeters. It is from Diamond Art Club. However, I did purchase it from Joann's and I ordered it online, and I got, it was like $24.99, and then I got, so I don't know, a discount, so I think it was like 20 bucks. So great deal. I started out doing it for the Oz and Og, but honestly, yeah, I've got too much going on to really commit to an event. So anyway, I am right, you can see this part here, this is where I am. And so this is right in here. So yeah, it's on my second row. So anyway, without boring you too much, my pen that I'm using is from Enabler's Outpost. I'm using the single placer and the multi-placer in 8 from Diamond Art Club. And the multi-placer, I am using the Alien Galactic Putty, and I don't have it here next to me, so I can't show you the container. And then in my single placer, I'm using just the glue dot. So anyway, now one thing that is different from the last time I did a WIP and chat is I'm using my new tray from Munimade. And if you saw the unboxing that I did, I had ordered a kit from Munimade, and I asked for the upgraded toolkit so I could get one of their trays so I could check them out, see about them. So, you know, it says Munimade here on the side. Yeah, that's it. And I think most of you already know about Munimade. I've known about them. I've never been able to order because I was never really sure how you did it. So anyway, here's the stopper that I like. And the tray is actually a decent size for me. It's not too small. It's not too big. I mean, it works. I mean, it works on a smaller canvas like this for sure. So anyway, and as usual, I am using my Art Dot drawer system, large drawer system, which I love, and it's got the insert from DP with Sparklers. So anyway, and I hope there's not a glare for you. Yeah. Still trying to figure out the lighting situation. You know, those ring lights, I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Please let me know in the comments what's going on with you. I mean, I do follow along with a lot of y'all, and I do care how y'all are doing. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. And if you haven't subscribed, I mean, I hate to ask someone to subscribe first right out of the box, but, you know, I mean, if you do think you might want to see me again or hear me again, I suppose, I would love to have you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I will say that it really is helpful for you if you turn on all for notifications, because if you don't, it will not let you know when a new video comes up. And I have found that out the hard way, because I've heard people say, oh, they did in my WIP and chat, and I'm like, wait, what? You know, I'm subscribed to your channel. Why am I not getting your notifications? And that was why. So yeah. And of course, I always love a thumbs up. Always makes my heart happy. I mean, I think they say, I don't know. I mean, I've heard people say that it helps with, I don't know, the algorithms, I guess, and maybe recommending my videos to other people. I don't know. But I would absolutely love it. So hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I had a text that I had to respond to, so I'm sorry. But anyway, I don't know that, you know, it does much, but like I said, it makes me happy when I see the likes. Most people, I mean, like if there's 100 views, I might get 25 likes. And I don't know if I should take that personally, you know. Or I know too, because y'all been there, done that. You know, especially if you're watching on your TV, it takes a lot more steps to hit the thumbs up button. And I watch a lot of my YouTube on my TV, so I get it. But I am getting better at being able to like videos. But and I've also figured out how to subscribe to channels while on my TV as well. So I don't know. It could be that, you know, people just forget, they get busy, or they're watching on TV and they're not real sure, or, you know, I don't know. So I guess I shouldn't take it personal. You know, of course, you know, my brain automatically goes with, okay, well, a lot of people watched, but I don't know for how long. I think there's a way you can look on YouTube Studio, but, you know, I'm still very new at this. So I don't really know. I would like to be able to figure out. And I'm sure there's YouTube videos telling you, I'm sure. But then I think, do you really want to know? Do you really want to go back and look? Because I tell you, when I see a certain number and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at me, you know, people have subscribed, I'm so happy. And then that number goes down by one, and then I'm like, oh no, what did I say something? You know, was it something I said? Was it something I didn't do, didn't say, you know? And then I have to go, Leeann, you know, just, you want people to be a part of your community that want to be a part of your community, you know? So it's okay. You know, it's okay. There are a gazillion channels out there, and some of them, a lot of them, most of them, well, okay, I'll go on with it. Probably all of them are better than me. So, I mean, that's fine. I know that because I'm probably subscribed to those too. And then sometimes, you know, maybe your tastes change. Maybe you don't want to do this anymore. For a while, we were RVing, and so I watched a ton of full-timers. And, I mean, that was like, I want to do that, you know, I want to do that. And, well, now my focus has changed, so I don't watch them anymore. But, you know, I still go and will check, you know, it's like I'll go look at their socials just so I can go, what are they up to? Because, you know, when you listen to somebody for a long time, whether you comment on their videos or not, because I usually did not. I try to comment now, even if it's just something, you know, like an emoji or something. I try to do it because I get it now that it does make you feel good. But it's like, you feel like you start knowing them, you know. It's like, oh, they had a baby. Oh, they're having another baby, you know. And it's just like, I don't know. They feel like your friends, even though, well, they're not, because they don't even know who you are. But it's like, but I've let you into my living space, you know? So, yeah. So, but yeah, I didn't, so a lot of times I wouldn't even leave comments. Because, well, I mean, if I'm watching on my TV, I don't leave comments. Because you can't, or as far as I know, you can't. I mean, you have to, like, physically get your, you know, phone and go back, and I have done that. I have, if I felt strongly about something or really wanted to send them some encouragement or whatever. But 90% of the time, I was like, you know, I just, you know, usually when I watch YouTube, I'm laying in bed, and it's to help me relax so I can go to sleep. So, you know, I wonder if you can even see, let me pull up here a little bit there. See if you can even see me when I'm emptying my drills. I don't know that you want to. But anyway, so enough of that. So, as you may notice, I am so far behind, y'all. I am so far behind. I'm behind on videos. I've got some videos that I want to do. I am behind on watching videos. You know, I have my favorite YouTubers that I like to watch and you know, keep track of. And I am just behind. even, you know, I'm members on some channels, not very many, but a few. And, you know, they put out the member vlogs just for people that's a member. And, you know, I have even failed to watch some of those because I'm just like, oh, I am so tired. So, I've been so far behind. And the reason I've been behind, as you know, or most of you know, if you knew, you may not know, but we just, me and my best friend, my partner, my significant other, whatever you want to call them, we have bought a house together. And so we've been, you know, trying to get with the, you know, we're going to have to remodel the house. Well, we don't have to, but yeah, we kind of do have to. So, got our appliances ordered, which was, I love appliances, y'all. I mean, I could be one of those people that you could say, because, you know, a lot of people don't like to appliance shop. I love it. Especially if I'm spending your money. I am real good at it. I'm pretty good at it if I'm spending my own money too, though, by the way. But I just love new appliances. So we went to, Best Buy has a part in it that's called Pacific Sales. And they do some of the higher end stuff, you know, like Viking and Thor and all of that. I did get a Viking drawer microwave because I bought a KitchenAid, one of those, it's a 6-burner, 36-inch gas range with the gas oven. So I have not cooked on with a gas stove or a gas oven. I have used a cooktop, you know, gas. That's all I really like. But when I was growing up, we had a gas oven. And the thing I remember the most about having a gas oven was it heated up the whole dang house. Having said that, it was a 900 square foot house. And so, yeah, pretty much anything, you know, heated up that little house. But anyway, so yeah, I got that in a KitchenAid dishwasher. So didn't get a new refrigerator because I had just gotten, well, I say just, I got this refrigerator in October of 2020. So it's not that old. I mean, it's 4 years old, which I don't know, maybe in refrigerator speak it's old, but you know, I paid a lot of money for it. It's an LG, and it works just fine. And like I said, I paid, you know, decent money for it. So I really couldn't see, you know, it's like, okay, well, if it breaks down, then I'll go buy a KitchenAid. You know, no big deal. So, but I got the Viking microwave because it's going to be a built-in, it's one of those drawers, you know, where you push a button and the drawer slides out. So it's going to go like in the island down. It's not high up. So it's perfect for that. But and KitchenAid does have one. But the reviews on it kept talking about, most of the bad reviews were that the numbers, you know, the menu or whatever where you pick stuff, it wasn't backlit. So it was hard to see. And I was like, okay, I already have a hard time seeing. We've established that. And it's like, I don't want to have to get a flashlight and a magnifying glass to figure out, you know, where the popcorn button is. And there's a ton of buttons on there. So the Viking got better reviews. It was a little bit more expensive, like $500 more expensive. But I was like, well, you know, I feel like I won't be throwing that money away, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather spend $2,300 and get something that I will like instead of spending $1,700 for something I consider trash and that I'm going to hate, you know, because I'll be praying for it to die, you know, and it probably wouldn't. So anyway, same thing with my washer and dryer. My washer and dryer I bought when I moved to this house, so it's 5 years old. It too is LG, and it's a top loader washer, so I've had no problems with it. So Max has the same ones that I have. He bought the same ones that I did. But he's already had to have his dryer repaired, I think, twice. And now, he does use his machine a lot more than me. I probably wash, well, I wash sheets once a week, so does he. But I've got enough towels, and I reuse my towels after I dry off. I mean, it's like I was clean, so, I mean, I just scrubbed myself. So I was clean, and so yeah, I mean, maybe every 2 weeks. Hang on, let me let the dogs out. All right, pups, come on. Sorry, y'all. So, I mean, I have like, 8 towels, 6 or 8 towels, and probably 20, 25 washcloths, because I don't reuse those. I mean, that's a one and done. But so pretty much whenever, and I've got, I don't know, 6 hand towels, face towels, whatever you want to call them. So, I don't have to wash towels, but maybe every 2 weeks. Whenever my dishcloths, my wash rags, I guess, gosh, I bet that sounds so hick. My washcloths, when I start running low on those, I'm like, okay, it's time to wash the towels. And then I wash all the towels, the cup towels. And I also found out from my son-in-law that he did not know what a cup towel was. He's from the Midwest. And I think he called it a dish towel. And I do think that's probably the appropriate name. But, I grew up calling it a cup towel. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll wash all of those. Because, again, I probably have 10 or 12 of those. And then as far as my clothes go, if it's denim, like jeans or, something like that, unless I get dirty, okay, I will wear them twice. I'll wear them, one day, and then the next day I'll wear them again. And then I wash them. So now I will say I've had to wash clothes more often because I did go through my closet and got rid of a bunch of stuff that no longer fit me. And I'm not quite at the part where I need to buy some new. I'm going to wait, but I'm getting there, I think. So, like today, I wore some pants, some slacks, what do you want to call them, that are that tinsel, I think. Tinsel. Anyway, they're real light and airy. Much lighter than denim, so I wouldn't mind getting some more of those. But I really don't want to buy any clothes right now. I'm going to try to muddle through with what I got until, winter gets here. So, and when I purged my closet, I put a lot of stuff in storage, and it's like, it may fit me now. So, yeah. So it's like, I want to get to the house first. Speaking of the house, we met with the guy who's doing the shutters, the plantation shutters, and really liked them. Came back with a really good price, I thought, because we're doing essentially the whole house except for our bedroom, because we do want to get drapes, room darkening drapes. We're going to get them probably custom made after we get moved in. So got that taken care of. Still waiting on the estimate from our contractor. And he said last night it would be that evening. And now he said, well, he had to adjust some numbers. And so, hopefully real soon. And so we can get started. And then Max had spoke with the neighbor next door because there's some trees. We have a lot of trees on our lot. And some of these trees are leaning and threatening the roof. And I don't know if they started leaning after the hurricane or what, but they're leaning towards our house. So they have got to go. And then we've got some that are just dead that are leaning towards the fence, the back part of the fence, which we need up because that leads out to the neighbor behind us is the church. It's a Catholic church and a parking lot, you know, so we don't need the dogs getting out there. So we've marked all the trees that need to go. So now we wait for him to give a bid. The fence guy who's replacing the entire back fence because it's, yeah, from the distance it looks decent, but if you get up to it, it isn't. All they did was pressure wash it to put it on the market. That was all they did. So, yeah. I mean, there's a gate back there that goes to the church that doesn't even have a latch on it. So it's just, you know, swinging open. So that's not good. So once we get that done, we'll be able to take the pups over there, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'll have to take some video of them. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And then let's see, what else? What else? Well, we're in line for the fence guy. Oh, okay, so we did get a message that she sent to her agents, real estate agents, who sent it to my real estate agent, and that she got the check-in for the wind damage, so to replace the roof. So she talked to the roofer, and he said as soon as it quits raining, he will be over to replace the roof, which, y'all, it needs it so bad. So bad. And I mean, it's just compounding, making, you know, the fascia boards rot. I mean, it needs to happen sooner than later. Well, so we have not had any rain, you know, in, I don't know, a very long time. In fact, my grass here was turning yellow. I mean, I was having to water extra. It was just, yeah, it just wasn't very good. Well, now it's going to rain for the next 10 days. It's like, of course. I mean, I'm not complaining really because we really need the rain. But dang, you know, it's like, gosh darn it. And the thing is it's not raining all day. So like this morning we had some pretty good storms. I mean, yeah, pretty good. But then, you know, it stopped. I don't know. It stopped maybe after lunchtime, somewhere in there, around noon, I don't know. And then it's been partly cloudy or whatever for, I don't know, since. Now it's pretty much sunny. So it's like, but you know, you don't want them to get out there and rip your roof off, and then the next day it's, you know, raining cats and dogs. So, I mean, I imagine they'd like to get the roof off and then at least get it decked before, you know, for the next day so they can do the shingles. But they might be able to do it all in one day. Usually they can. So, and it's a 3,200 square foot house, but it also has a detached garage, so it shouldn't take them too long. It shouldn't take them too long. So, yeah. Pretty excited about that. So, yeah. And then we went and picked out our carpet. And I think we're going to be very pleased with our carpet. It's waterproof. It's supposed to be pet-proof. We'll see about that. And I think we're going to go back tomorrow so that we can... The thing is we don't know when to order it because, you know, in our master bathroom, they're going to be redoing the whole bathroom. I mean, building a new shower, putting in a different tub. I mean, new flooring, you know, the whole shebang. And so we don't want to put carpet in until that's done, of course. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when we'll be getting the carpet, or when we should get it. And then we're also I want to talk to the guy. I'd like to get that same type of rug, maybe something with some texture or something to it, just a little more decorative, to make into area rugs for the den and the study, because those have wood floors. We want wood floors, but, it can get loud. So, especially when you have dogs. So I want to put one in there, and I think that they used to be able to do that, so I assume that they still can, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, and I ordered 3 ceiling fans, one for our bedroom, one for the den, and one for the study, and I really like them. They were not cheap. I kept looking at Lowe's and Home Depot, and I was like, these just aren't, again, you can spend $200-300, and you look at it all the time and go, I hate that ceiling fan. So I was like, just without going crazy, just go ahead and get, what you think you can live with. So that's what I did. I think it'll look really, really good. I really like them. So, anyway, I'm done that. What else? Oh, y'all, went to, we go to the house every day. Sometimes we go twice a day. And it wouldn't take much for me to go, and Max to say, hey, you want to go ahead and move in? We'll just live upstairs in the guest room. And I'd be like, packing my bags. But, that's not feasible, again, with dogs, because you can't have dogs with people in and out all day. They'd lose, Snoopy would have to be locked up most of the time, and that's not fair. So it's like, no, we need to wait till it's done. But I love going there, and I put 2 bird feeders up, and a regular bird feeder, but it's got the thing on the bottom where the perch, and it goes down. If anything's too heavy, it'll go down. And so the chickadees and the titmice and the wrens, they were all just loving it, the cardinals. And then this red-bellied, it was a female red-bellied woodpecker, got up there, and she could barely get her little beak in there because it went down so far. So I've got some suet feeders that I need to get over there. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But, I hate setting all that stuff up because, again, we're going to have people in the yard cutting down trees. And I don't want anything to fall on my stuff. So, that wouldn't be good. But I had a bluebird feeder, which, you can put anything in it. And I thought I had some mealworms, but I didn't. I had some bluebird feed that has mealworms in it. And so I had put that in there. And when I got there today, those silly little squirrels had gotten up there. And not only did they knock it down, they knocked the holder off. They chipped a piece of it. I'm like, you little turkeys. I mean, they have all kinds of pecans because we've got a couple of pecan trees, one huge pecan tree. So it's like, what are you doing here? But, that's typical squirrels. They, you can have all kinds. I've bought peanuts for the squirrels, and you can buy all kinds of stuff for the squirrels. But they invariably will go to the bird seed first, and eat it first. And I try to buy the stuff that's messless, so it's just like the sunflower hearts. Those are expensive, very expensive. And it's like, I don't want to feed the squirrels that. So, but they can't on the feeder I have now. It'll close. It'll just shut on them, and they can't get to it. So the rats can't get to it. That's the reason why I got it, was for that. To keep the rats away. So, yeah. So I've already told Max today, I said, well, every year at Christmas, birthdays, Mother's Day, the kids always say, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And I'm like, that's easy. It's going to be bird seed and bird feeders and bird houses. All things nature. So that should take care of it for a while. But yeah, it was really cool. I saw birds that I haven't seen in a very long time, in my yard anyway. This section of my neighborhood is new. So, I mean, it's 5 years old. So the trees aren't very mature. So we don't get a lot of birds. I see them in the neighborhood, you know, walking around. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where's the pie? Here we are. So anyway, that's really cool. And then, while we were sitting there, a moving truck came. And so there was a house just at the corner from us that sold. It's a freaking mansion. I mean, it's like 7,200 some odd square feet. I mean, 7 bedrooms. I mean, it's just ginormous. And I don't know what they sold it for, but they had it listed for 2.5. And I was like, oh. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't misunderstand me. It was absolutely gorgeous. And if you had the money and you had kids and stuff, because it was definitely designed for having kids for sure. They had like an in-ground trampoline in the backyard, and yeah. So definitely a oasis for kiddos. But that lot, it's also on an acre. They took out a lot of their trees so they could grow grass. So they still have a lot of trees, a lot of big, beautiful trees. But I want ours to be, I want around the house to, you know, have some flower beds. Well, they already has flower beds, but I want it to look pretty and all that. But I really want to let the front out close to the street just go natural. You know, several of the homes on our street are that way. And so you can't even see the house from the street. And I kind of like that. So I kind of like that. I don't dislike neighbors, and I don't mind getting to know neighbors. But, you know, when my kids were in school, I mean, yeah, I did. You know, kids went to school, and, you know, I was friends with my neighbors. We had a common thing. But now, you know, I mean, if your common thing is being an introvert, then we'll visit. You stay home, I'll stay home, maybe text. But, don't text too much because it tires me out. So, anyway. So, I mean, yes, I do want to get to know my neighbors. It's safe that way. It helps, you know, helps you to look out for one another, especially if you have an emergency or something. So, absolutely do want to get to know my neighbors. Or at least, you know their name and, you know, maybe have a contact number for them. Max already has a contact name for one of our neighbors because, and his phone number, because we wanted to get his permission on cutting down some trees because they were on the line. But one of them was coming towards our house. So, and it was like, So he had went over there and they weren't home, but he didn't know we weren't living there. So he came over and left a note on our door. And so Max called him. So now we've got his number. And of course, he was fine with taking down those trees. I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, honestly, I think one of them was on his property that was leaning towards his fence. But, you know, we just, you know, it's okay. It's okay. We just need to get it taken care of because we don't want anything falling on our roof or our fence. So do not want to have to pay for that. So anyway, but it's cool because, you know, we really haven't gone through drawers or anything like that. We just, you know, they cleaned out their stuff. So, you know, that's all that mattered, right? And so went through the drawer yesterday, one of the drawers in the kitchen, and inside the drawer was the survey for the land. There was the, I guess, from when they had the foundation repaired. That's pretty common with our clay soil. So, at least it's been repaired. We might have to actually repair it again. I don't know. Somewhere down the road. It's fine right now. It's perfectly fine. We had it examined or inspected. Anyway, we found all that. And then I was looking in this like coat closet, hall closet that's right off of the kitchen. And inside there were all the things related to the house. All the things, including the plans for the house, the building, the blueprints, I guess. Yeah, all of that. Because, it's a custom-built house. So I was like, one day I want to get that, and I want to open it up, and I want to see who the builder is, because I don't know who the builder is. I don't know who built the house. It didn't say. So, yeah. But I thought that was pretty cool. Something nice to have, So anyway, diamond painting wise, well, like I've said, I've been very lax, and I've actually decided today, because I don't have room to have more than one WIP going. It's just not feasible right now. Not with my house being on the market. It's just, I just can't. I don't have the place for the clutter, So I am going to finish this kit, and then I'll start on my next kit. And I will participate to the extent that I'm going to do kits, that will go with the theme for Drills and Chills and Small Shop Fall Festival, but I am not entering for any prizes because I can't keep up with the videos and stuff, and I hate that because I really enjoy doing that, but it's just not going to happen right now. Now, I don't know, maybe by the time, maybe November, maybe December, I can start getting more involved in events, but not right now. And it may not even be until after January, just for the simple fact that, we got to get moved into this house, and there's always going to be little things that we're going to need to buy, that you don't realize that you need. So that's kind of where my focus is right now. So, yeah, I do want to take some time every day to diamond paint. But y'all, I was diamond painting, I swear, I'm not even kidding you, like 8 hours a day. And I just don't have that time right now. I will have it again, just not right now. So, it's not... My routine was pretty basic. It was get up in the morning, let the dogs out, fix my coffee, feed the dogs, get ready for the day, go eat lunch. If I need to go by the grocery store, go by the grocery store, come home, diamond paint. And a lot of times I would diamond paint while drinking my coffee. So, I was getting to diamond paint a whole lot. And yeah, back then, and I say back then like it was a long time ago. No, it wasn't that long ago. But before we started trying to find a house and everything, I would have had this kit done in 10 days, 7 to 10 days. It just wouldn't have taken no time. But I'm not dedicating the time to it. I don't have the time to dedicate to it. So I decided, it was an executive decision I made on myself today, that I was just, I would do kit. And my next kit is going to be a fall kit that will go with Drills and Chills and Small Shop Fall Festival. So, yeah. But I'm not going to concern myself with you know, posting progress and posting new starts, and I'm just not gonna. So, but I would like to hurry and finish this because I'm sure you're tired of looking at it. And as far as the Munimade trays go, y'all, this is, I don't know, my 3rd or 4th day to use it. I like it. Now, I will say that I had to get, when I first started using it, I was like, oh no, all this, I mean, it was just making static on drills that had no static. And so I just got me a dryer sheet and went over it, went all around, took the funnel out, went all around it and everything. And yeah, now it's fine. So yeah, I think some recommend that you wash them, but I was like, I ain't got time to wash it and dry it because I want to diamond paint. What am I doing? I don't know. So anyway, so I just did that and it worked just fine. I've also, what I've done in the past as well is spray some static guard on a Q-tip and run it all around. You could use a cotton ball too, but I just looked over and bam, there it is. There's my static guard. Never mind, I was going to say I'm not real sure where it is, but there it is. That's okay. I don't see a cotton ball or a Q-tip over there. So anyway, dryer sheet worked. So I do like it. I do think when, whatever, I do buy, and you know, I hate to say when because I haven't worked on it yet. And I don't want to say I recommend something until I work on it. I think it's going to be just fine. But, you know, that doesn't seem quite right for me to go, oh, you should get one, and me not even tried it yet. So I only recommend things that I use and like. That's it. Because there's no way I could come on here and go, oh yes, that's great, and hate it. There's just, always said I could never be a salesperson because, especially if I worked on commission, because I would starve to death. I did for a very short period of time. There used to be a store called Walter Pies. It was like a high-end clothing store. I think men and women. Then it had jewelry and stuff like that too. And you know, these women would come in and they'd try on. And of course, back then it was like $180 for a suit, and that would be the equivalent now of about $500-600 for a suit, right? And that was a lot of money. And, you know, I go back to the dressing room and, you know, can I help you with anything? What do you think of this? And it's like, oh my God, that looks terrible. You know, and I'm like, well, you know, and I would try to say, you know, but I was like, I couldn't. I'd be like, well, you know, I think maybe something different. Let me go see what else I can find, you know, and then it'd be something cheaper. And my manager was like, whatever they ask, you tell them they look great. And I'm like, you know, that's how you make money. And I'm like, that's lying. You know, they don't look great. And I assume when someone asks me for my opinion, they want the honest opinion, you know. They're not saying, I want your opinion, but lie to me, you know. Because if you do that, then yeah, I will tell you, yeah, it looks great. You look like $1 million. So, yeah. So I can't do that. But anyway, I have not bought any diamond paintings. I am expecting one. I don't know when. I ordered it July 12th, I think, from Art and Soul. Still have not received it. No word on it. So, yeah. So I have not gotten that. But, you know, hopefully it'll be here soon. But it doesn't matter. I won't be working on it. Well, it's a dachshund, but I don't foresee me working on it right away. So, and I've already made up my mind when I get to the new house and I'm having to go through all the boxes and stuff that I've packed my diamond paintings away. I think I'm going to do a serious de-stash. I mean, like serious. And, you know, I hate using PayPal, and that's what you have to use on the groups. But I guess that is what I'll have to do. And because I don't mind selling on Mercari, but I want to get these sold, you know. I want to get them sold. And I think I can get shipping cheaper by using Pirate Ship than going through Mercari. In fact, I'm positive I can, but, you know, I don't know. But I do not need all of these dang diamond paintings, y'all. Yeah. So, and some of them, it's like, you know, that is definitely one thing that, you know, I think we all have to learn the hard way probably, but, you know, taste change. Now, when I ordered my first diamond painting kit from Diamond Art Club, I want to say in November of 2022. And like the first part of November, right? By Black Friday, I was diamond, okay? Because I was like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Well, yeah, that's all fine and good. But then, you know, so then you end up with all these diamond paintings, which is great. I like having a large stash because it's kind of like, you know, people hoard canned goods. I hoard diamond paintings, right? You know, if the world comes to a handbasket, at least I'll be able to diamond paint. But here's the things that I learned. As much as I love landscapes, because I really do, I still remember the struggle of doing a round Chuck Pinson. And it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I learned that I'm not big on rounds. And before I didn't really know, and I would just order, you know, whatever. And I remember I ordered my first square and I was like, uh-oh, this is different. You know, I never even looked to see that, you know, you should look at that. I mean, there are so many things that I have learned, you know, about diamond painting. First of all, your tastes are going to change, or they might. There's no guarantee that they'll change. Mine did, and I think a lot of people's do. But I also found out I don't like large rounds. This one here is about as big as I want to go in a round. I don't know why. I bore of rounds. Much more so. Much more so. Well, I'll be darned, it's raining outside after I said all that. Much more so than squares. But it's funny, I have to have some round kits to, you know, to do in between, because there's nothing like working on a really intricate square kit and then sitting down to a round kit. And it's like, oh man, this is so much easier. It's so much nicer. I really like it. And then about halfway into it, I'm like, I'm so sick of rounds. And then I start on the square and it's like, yes, squares. I think what I really like about squares is I like to multi-place them. I think they just look good. And for whatever reason, it's not so easy for me with rounds. First of all, they don't line up the same on the multi-placer, I don't think. But yeah, so I know I have some larger round kits that I just don't, I mean, it's like, I'm not going to do them, you know? So I'd rather destash them just so they could go to a home that will love them and appreciate them. And that somebody will do them, and maybe it would help somebody who can't necessarily afford to pay full price for a Diamond Art Club, you know, that maybe they would be fine with, you know, doing that, you know, paying less. So, I don't know. That's a ways off, though. That is a ways off. But I remember when I was packing them, I was like, you know, I'm going to destash a lot of this, because even though I like the artwork, like the painting, I'm not going to do it. Not anytime soon, for sure. And there's always new paintings coming out. There's always new kits. Although, I will say, you know, everybody's got their own personal taste and whatnot. but there's been fewer for me come up because, you know, I do have a mermaid, but that's not my thing either. I do like wildlife and nature and animals and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm really not into witches unless they're cute witches. Like I got Ghost Cafe, and I think that one's cute. But where it's mostly the witch or something, it's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it's like, oh, I really like those colors. I bet that would look really pretty. But pretty much for the most part, when I buy a diamond painting, I think, would I hang that up? You know, because I do hang up a lot of my diamond paintings. Of course, I can't hang them all up. But, you know, it's like, you know, and but if the answer is like absolutely not, you know, then, yeah, I don't know. But some of them I like to do just because they look like fun. You know, I love doing snacky size kits. Those are always a welcome reprieve from big kits. Because I do get bored easily working on a kit. And I'm finding that especially true right now. Even though I do like this kit a lot. I really do. I love poppies. I love flowers. So, yeah. But, yeah. And I also learned that I don't like tons of confetti and I don't like tons of color blocking. I like a mixture of both because, again, color blocking, after a while, it just gets monotonous to me. And, yeah, and then confetti, too much confetti, and I'm like, oh my God, will this ever end? And then I get like, okay, I'm done. I am so done. I have been sitting here for an hour, and all I've gotten done is, you know, this little section. So I have learned to look at kits and go, nope, that's way too much 310. Because before, again, like I said, I never looked at that kind of stuff. Never looked at it. Now I look at the colors and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of that light color, that beige color blocking on a face. And that just never looks good. And I mean, let me rephrase that. It looks good. I'm not saying it looks bad. But you have to be so careful in your placement because every little gap shows. And I hate doing 310s or 939s. Or one of the kits I did had a bunch of 820, and I was like, okay, I'm sick of you. And I love blue. So I have to really look and see, you know, it's like, but before I just like, oh, I like it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to do it. And like I said, it's like, yeah, I like it. It's beautiful. There are a lot of things I like. But I have to go, what are the chances of you actually doing this? Slim to none? Okay. You know, now I'm getting more, not wiser, but pickier on what I choose. But at the same time, that Bella Safina is what I plan on working on for the Drills and Chills in the small shop. And man, oh man, I'm telling you, if that turns out to be, the drills turn out to be nice and the canvas turns out to be nice and everything turns out to be nice, oh yeah. I'll be going back on there and getting some more. Because the way she packages everything, it's just incredible. It's just so nice, so very nice. And she's very nice to deal with, so yeah. And who knows? You know, I haven't gotten Art and Soul, and I will not buy from a company. I won't buy a repeat until I've worked on their canvases so I can say, yes, I liked it, or no, I did not. So I don't know. I can't say. I know a lot of people like them, and that's fine. But, but, you know, it doesn't mean I will. I mean, some people don't mind gapping. In fact, they prefer it. I know, gasp. But, you know, we all like what we like, and there's nothing wrong with that. So me, I like the popping and the clicking of the squares. That's I just love it, you know. And I know some people, you know, have bad hands. I do too, but I still like shoving those suckers in there. So, yeah. So I cannot say, and the reason I ordered from Art & Soul was because they had a Dachshund Sugar Skull. And I was like, well, hell, again, you know, that would work. I can tell you I do have a theme, or a type, I should say. I love fall. I love Christmas, winter. I do have a lot of those. And, yep, those are my favorite things to work on. Uh-oh, I already did Y, so let me get this out. There we go. So, yeah, I have a lot of, I could do nothing but Christmas and fall for a year, and I don't know that I'd finish all of them. And that's the truth. That is not an exaggeration, y'all. So, you know, I think we all a little bit have a thing. I do like old masters as well. I do like old masters, and I do have a few of those as well. And those are not something I could do two of back to back, I can assure you, because dang, they're big. They're very detailed. But man, when you get done with them, oh, fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. In fact, I've done 2 mukas, and I have them both. Well, I don't have them hanging up now, but I do have, they're in those magnetic frames, and I just love it. And it looks good, you know, because they're the long panels, so they do look good in those. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm yawning. I go to bed every night just so tired, so incredibly tired. And again, I think it's because my routine, you know, I'm not used to going all these places, and I'm not used to, you know, we go over to that house every day, and we sit there for a couple of hours, you know, and, you know, we're looking around, walking around, talking about stuff, you know, and there I'll get sleepy because that house is so peaceful. I mean, it is just, I don't know, it's just so relaxing. It's just such a good feeling, you know. I don't know what to say. It's just such a comforting feeling in that house. I feel secure. It's crazy. So I hope I still feel that way after we move in. But yeah, you know, all we have now are camping chairs. And our real estate agent came by today. She went and picked up a piece of wood floor that's the same company, same everything that that's in there now. So we're going to do pretty much the entire downstairs in this. They had already started on part of it. So, but we're going to do the kitchen, the entryway, everything. But, you know, how dye-lots are. So, you know, they sent a sample because they're like, well, yes, we still make it, but it's a different, we don't have that dye-lot anymore. So, you know, it was a question of, will this match? Because it's going to have to butt up to the dining room and the den. So she brought it over, and we were like, I bet it's not. And if it's not, then guess what we were going to have to do? We were going to have to, I guess, rip it all out and start over. It's like, you hate to rip up perfectly good, you know, flooring. So, but you couldn't butt it up if it was a completely different shade, right? Y'all, it looks so good. I mean, you can't tell. I mean, if you're standing there staring at it, you might go, well, this one may be a little darker. But that's only if you're like looking for the difference, and it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. So I'm glad about that. So that'll save us a little bit of money. So that was good news. So hopefully we get our estimate real soon. Hopefully. Because we, you know, part of us is like, you know, my God, how much is this going to be? And then another part's like, well, you know, we've got to get this stuff done. And he's going to do a lot of it, you know. So, yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done. But I think there's always going to be little things we can do. Like, we're not really doing anything upstairs, you know. It's fine. I mean, I'm putting in the shutters upstairs, you know, the plantation shutters. I am putting those upstairs just so it'll match, you know. Everything will match. When you're standing outside, it won't look funky. But, you know, that's all. The carpet up there is great. It looks relatively new, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, the bathroom up there, you know, it's dated. It is, but it's a guest bathroom, and the only time anyone's going to actually use it is if they spend the night. And we really don't have people spend the night, but I do like to have a room for the kids because, yes, sometimes, you know, if Jacob is sick or, you know, had surgery or something like that, then he can come over and I can take care of him. Or, you know, if my other kids, you know, maybe their power goes out or something and, you know, they have a place they can come. So definitely have to have a guest room. But, you know, that'd be about it. We don't have out-of-town guests or anything. So, but, you know, at some point, I will want to replace the ceiling fans. The light fixtures for sure are hideous up there. But, you know, it's like it doesn't need to be done now. Maybe next year, you know, maybe. I don't know. I might have other things I'd rather do. I mean, for sure, I'd rather spend money on landscaping and, you know, yeah. I kind of would like to get a wildlife sanctuary, and I got to find out what you do to qualify for that. But I think you have to have, you know, like feeders out and, you know, bird baths and, you know, things like that. I just think it'd be something kind of cool to have. I've always thought that. So, yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, have y'all found anything? I mean, I know there's quite a few new releases that people were really gung-ho about. I really did like the little mini easel things. I liked them. But again, I was like, you're getting ready to move, and all you're going to do is you're going to order them, put them in a box, and you won't see them for a while. So it's like, how about I just let them hold on to them, and I'll get them later. If they sell out, then you know what? Que sera, sera. It wasn't like any that I was like, oh my God, I have to have this, you know? Again, if something like that comes up, yes, I will. I'm not on a no-buy. I'm really not. I think I'm more on a do you need to buy? And obviously, if it's something that, you know, that I'm like, oh, heck yeah, then yeah, I am. Because, man, it is really raining out there, y'all. Because I want to make sure that I get what I really, really, really want. So anyway, and plus they're usually Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, all of that, they usually come out with some that I just can't live without. So, you know, wouldn't surprise me if they did and I bought 10, you know, it just really wouldn't. So, which will be more incentive to de-stash a lot. I might even try like Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I might try that too. See if anybody diamond paints. So, anyway. Well, how long have I been yapping? Are y'all getting tired of hearing me yet? I bet you are. That's probably when people unsubscribe. They're like, oh my God, make her shut up. Then they realize, I can make her shut up. So, anyway. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, especially if you go all the way to the end. It's very much appreciated. If you know anybody that, you know, you think, well, you know, if you like me and you think they might like me, yeah, so, you know, share this video with them. That's awesome. I would love that. I do have some video ideas. One is I want to go through my pens. Now, certainly there are people who have a lot more pens than I do. But I kind of want to go through my pens and tell you about things that I've learned. I mean, because I have pretty much every pen I've bought. I have destashed one because it was too thick and I just, you know, it was like, this isn't going to work for me. So, but I want to, you know, I want to go through and show you what I learned by buying all these pens and, you know, what I wish I would have realized at the time, maybe made some better choices. For me, pens are very personal in that they got to fit right in your hand. They got to feel comfortable. How do you diamond place? I mean, I place like this. I'm a flipper. You know, all of these things matter how you diamond paint. So I just kind of want to do a video that gives a little bit about how I diamond paint and which pens work best for me. Some of them I haven't destashed, and I don't know that I will because I just think they're pretty. But some of them I need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and destash them because, yes, they're beautiful, love them, but I'm not using them, you know. I'm not using them, I'm not gonna use them. And then it kind of makes me feel bad when, you know, I find one on Enabler's Outpost or I buy a blank and for Leopard Leather Works. Uh-oh, I saw something here messed up. And, you know, I'm like, but I know those work for me, right? So it's like, well, if I got rid of the ones that just don't work for me, it would be okay. So, yeah. So I'm working on that. I think that is going to be one that I'm going to have to take notes on. And I don't know how to take notes, so I don't know. But, you know, we'll do the best that we can. So anyway, y'all, all right, thank y'all again so much for being here. I know you took time out of your day, and I appreciate it. Whether it's your good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is for you, I really appreciate it. So thanks again, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. I really hope you did. And leave me a comment down below. What do you think about hearing about the pens? I mean, is that something that has been done and you don't want to hear about it anymore? Or do you think you might get some good information? Do you think I have anything to offer to other people? That's the thing, you know. If it's something you feel like would be valuable information, I'd love to share it. So let me know. All right, everyone. I will see y'all later. Bye.